Formula 1 22. Round 4 of a 22 round season. We still have a very long way to go. So far, I would describe the journey as rocky. I wonder what Tommy thinks.
I am the fool.
Is that because he expected me to do better or worse? Round 1 and round 2. No, all the game shows. Round 1 and the second round I'm going to discuss, round 3. Not great. Not great. Neither of them point scoring. I got my practice in Australia, but the race was not a success. And there was a point just under halfway through where really there was no return, and I ended up lagging very, very far behind, which I wasn't very happy about. I'm hoping to right that wrong, because round 2 was a point scorer, and now we're at round 4, so we've got odds and evens here. So is there a trend that can be set? Is that possible? This evening, round 4, is it going to be another point scorer? I hope for my sake it is. I'm looking for improvements. And what I saw last Sunday was not an improvement. Despite good stuff happening in practice and all of that stuff, we hit the race and hoping for better this time around. I did get a little bit of practicing in. That's important to mention as well. So I'm not entirely unprepared this evening. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a walk in the park. I don't know what weather conditions we're going to be facing up to, whether there's going to be car trouble, any of that kind of stuff. So round 4 of the F1 22 season in F1 22 is going to get underway. We are at Imola in Italy, the first of 2 circuits we will visit during the course of this season. Let's go take a look. Let's go take a look. Round 4. Last played last weekend. 14th in the Drivers' Championship currently with 1 point. Can we turn those fortunes around today? Let's find out. Ooh, the hot laps. Hot laps. There's a checkpoint challenge and average speed. Now, the last 2 Pirelli Hot Lap challenges...
As far as I'm concerned, you could drop off the earth. Promise.
Well, I mean, he's promised, so that must stick. Average speed zone or checkpoint challenge. Here's what I'm going to do, right? The last 2 have been average speeds. I'm not confident about drifting. That's not my style. Although, arguably, I could kind of describe my career as drifting. So I might give the checkpoint challenge a go. Oh, there's different cars as well. Both McLarens, though. So there we go. So this is the first event we get to look at. And I think after that, I might have an opportunity to just recap the R and D decisions and everything from last week. We can talk about that very briefly before getting into the weekend serious. Checkpoint challenge, then. I haven't done this, so it'll be a learning experience. I'm going to get into racing position here. Move the microphone and everything around a little bit. Okay. What do we got? Let's find out. Supercars, of course, drive very differently to the F1 cars. Meow. Catchy title. It's because they can't say Italian Grand Prix twice. Okay, here we go. Checkpoint challenge from a rolling start. Race around the track to cover the target distance before time runs out. This is going to go very badly indeed. I expect additional time is added to your limit with each checkpoint crossed. It's arcade style racing. I have to hit at least 7.5 kilometers to score anything at all. And unlike the average speed challenge, I will not get 3 attempts at this. I will get 1. So, I mean, this could be over quite quick. This could be over quite quick. Right, okay. Let's see what this feels like. Best of luck. Burp. Burp. Okay, control is being handed over in this moment. No idea about braking distances here. Oh, I'm going to get the... I do get the racing line. Did not make that turn very well. Coming up to 2 kilometers here. Beep. Let's not lose the rear. No, that's all right. That worked well. At least I had some practice on the circuit, so I know what to expect. I think this would have been a lot worse otherwise. Meep. 18 seconds. Uphill we go. Then this will be tricky. This is the tightest part of the circuit coming up. There we go. Foot down. Need another checkpoint. Here it comes. Mlem. Here we go. 4.5 kilometers done. And 1 lap complete. Here we go. Churi, welcome on in. Happy Sunday. Still running a little wide there. "13 seconds, so It's getting trickier. Bronze is looking likely. We're coming up to bronze in less than 100 meters. Okay, bronze is locked in. Can we get to silver? Next checkpoint is just before the chicane. Oh no, it's a little closer in fact. Okay, that's interesting. So they're not consistently placed. We get to 8.5, but I don't think we're getting gold. That's 8.5. And time is... Oh, look at that. So close. Silver. Silver I'll take. Happy music. Oh, he did it. Amazing. It doesn't seem that much difference, does it really? Hit 7.5 kilometers, then 8.5, then 9.25. I had 750 meters. In fact, when you look at what I actually managed to hit, just over 500 meters I had to get before the time runs out. That is close. No, I don't want to hear that again, thank you. Twice, I mean, once is really what you want. Diminishing returns after that. Back to team headquarters anyway. We'll see what happens with the face fuzz, Churi. It's an experiment. Face science. Okay, so Pirelli Hot Laps is done. For some reason, I've flown all the way from Italy back to headquarters to fly back out to Italy again. It's a very wasteful sport. Let's have a quick reminder of the situation with the development of the car before we actually go into the race weekend. Research and development. We've got some things in progress, which, if they're all successful, and maybe we'll find out the outcome of some of this before tonight is done, the Mercedes will be a lot closer to the Ferrari and further away from the Alpine, which would be nice. 3 developments. 4, I think, in fact. Yeah, here we go. So 4 developments are due in May, and there is 1 due at the end of April. Now that powertrain one failed before, so this is a shoo-in for success. The other 4 we shall have to see. When it comes to the performance chart here, at least there isn't too much encroaching on the Mercedes territory. You can see that at the end of the Australian weekend, Mercedes have been flat for 2, potentially 3 race weekends straight there, really. Whereas Red Bull and Ferrari have upped a little bit, but leveled off more or less at the same point. Alfa Romeo, Alpine, and McLaren, again, very, very similar. But you can see a real bunching there between 5 different teams. So that midfield, highly, highly contested right now. And we'll be on Gearbox watch, of course. Gearbox 2 is currently for the race. Gearbox 1, which I will have sorted out now, is at 63% wear, and it is reserved for practice sessions only. So, we've had a little sneak preview, thanks to the Pirelli Hot Laps, of the Imola circuit. Let's go there for real. Get this race weekend started, get our practice sessions done, and hopefully with a little bit of off-stream practice on the circuit as well. I'm not going to spend quite so long having to run through all the practice sessions and then have as long an evening as I had this time last week. A 5-hour stream, well, 5-hour plus stream really, was never my intention. 4 would be nice. Let's go. Hooray. What's he up to? I saw you swiveling in your chair, Mr. Hand on Chin. Oh, no. Where's he? He's getting up. Now, where are you going, though? He's taken his iPad with him, which suggests he could be off for a long poo. Let's look at all of the information on our workstation for what to expect in the Italian nation. No. Good weather, thankfully. Whew. And, whoa, hold the phone. We have a different layout to our weekend. It's our first sprint race of the season. So instead of having 3 practice sessions, we have 2 practice sessions with a qualifying in the middle. So Friday's running is free practice 1 and qualifying. Saturday's running is practice 2 and the sprint race, and then Sunday, as standard, the feature race. That means what I need to focus on in practice 1 is going to be very specific. Acclimatization, yes. Qualifying pace, a must. And then in practice 2, it's going to be more of a focus on making sure that we've got a good setup for the 2 races. So how will this shape my evening? Less practice, more racing. Hopefully, more or less the same kind of time taken up. Anyway, here we go. We got some messages to read. We've got 3. Francisco is giving us the usual preview. We skip past that. A little update here on what completed and what failed. We know about the successes and failures, as we covered those last week. And the weather forecast for this weekend. We have overcast but dry conditions for qualifying and the race. Sprint race itself, nice bit of sunlight. Very pleasant. I have to think very carefully. Oh yes, we'll cover that in some detail later on. We'll have to think very carefully about all of this then, because I guess I could use the practice gearbox for practice 1. I'm just thinking the regulations probably mean that I will need to put gearbox 2 in before qualifying. Then that has to be locked in for the rest of the weekend. I don't think I can swap between gearboxes. We'll have to. Maybe the game will let me do something different. We'll have to see about that. Right. No time to waste. I definitely feel like I'm going to need to make the most of practice 1 just to get everything as tight and tidy as possible for qualifying. This could be a very interesting evening. Of course I'm going to go to track. Jeez. Bing. Yeah, it's cloudy, okay. It is cloudy.
And with all the cars now over the line, let's see our top 3 again. Dip, Fernando Alonso and Carlos Sainz. What an incredible practice session. The fun doesn't stop here though. Join us again as the rest of the weekend unfolds.
I mean, I'd say it was incredible because I'm at the top. Ha ha. I didn't expect to be at the top. A 119. Sorry, I was reading the wrong number. I was reading Lewis's. Remember, Steve, you're at the top here. A 119.7 is the time that I stuck right up there on the timing sheet by doing the qualifying program. 1 lap as fast as I can around the circuit. It took a few attempts to do it. But I'm the only car in practice 1 doing a 119. I'm sure that will not be the case when we move into qualifying, which is the next session, because of course this is a sprint race weekend. My teammate Lewis Hamilton, almost 9/10 behind. There's no car within half a second of me in this session. Difficult to say whether they were all doing qualifying practice out there. Some of them seem to have been doing race runs. When we look at what's going on with Max here, he's out there on the hard tyre. But you're not doing qualifying practice on a hard tyre. Did he go out on... No. Is everything okay, Max? Yeah, medium, soft, medium for me. Everyone else has done some running on a hard. I've not done any running on a hard. Some of that may come up later. Just doing my practice programs, baby. No incidents, that's good. Everyone kept their nose clean. Well done. Okay. Qualifying's next then. Flippin' heck. And various other sounds. Two races this evening. You're so lucky. Oh, he's back in his seat. There we go. He's leaning back. He's having a look at the tablet. Oh. He's going to get up, isn't he? He's going to do it again. He's getting up just like last time. He's taking his tablet with him. You have constipation. He's off, look. Or maybe he saw some porn and he thought... just be a few minutes. I've got some messages. Let's go take a look at them. Here we go. Nice one. Well done. Well done, Gilly fam. An email attachment there from Mark. Very much similar to what else is going on. Fast circuit, and it can be narrow, so watch out. And my manager, Emma, is wishing me good luck in qualifying. I've been raided. I've been raided. Holy cow, I have been raided. That's good timing, because if that happened while I was driving, you would have got nothing out of me. Nothing. Hello, Cheesy. How you doing? More not turning into a zombie, hopefully. Did you manage to avoid a zombification fate? Thank you very much for the raid, and welcome on in. To anybody who came along with Femboy Cheesy, hello, welcome to Sundays. Here on my channel here on Twitch. My name is Steve, and I'm playing Formula 122 at the moment. Do you like cars going fast or semi-fast? Then you're in the right place. If you don't, my apologies, but you know, I understand. You found a apple, one apple. Make it last. It may be your only one. Just an apple, nothing else. How long did you play for? I played for 10 hours and all I found was an apple. Not even a t-shirt that said I played for 10 hours and all I found was an apple and this t-shirt in brackets underneath. Which would have been nice. Anyway, we've looked at our messages around really? Okay, well, I'm sure it was great. I need to surely fit. I don't want to be qualifying on an old and tired gearbox. 67% wear on gearbox 1, 11% wear on gearbox 2. No penalty for this action. 8 hours. That's a good shift. If it is quite a rare occasion to find an apple, and the rate of apple discovery is approximately 1 apple per 8 hours, then you're right on target. Spot on. Okay, so we are going to fit the better of the two operating gearboxes. Hopefully I can hop between them again without penalty. We'll have to see what happens. We've had our messages. My faceless manager has wished me all the best. It's time to go qualifying already. Here we go. That's me! Bomb. It looked like I was having a mini crisis. Which is realistic. Soft tyres all day, every day for qualifying. I'm happy with the car setup. So there's not much else to do apart from run. 60% on finding one in a fridge, and when chopping trees, the whole server was looted because it's a real big group. Oh, so it's like a proper server situation. So does that mean? I mean, this may not be comparing like with like, but if I think of the chaos that you get on a Rust server, are you likely to have that kind of madness when playing Unturned? Oh no! It's even more mad than that. Goodness me. Well, congratulations on finding an apple then. That really does sound like an achievement now that you put it that way. All right. I need to get my head in the zone now, I'm afraid, because it is one-shot qualifying, a hot lap, the hottest of all laps that we will have this entire race weekend. So, soft tyres fitted, everything turned up to 11, maybe even 11 and a half if I'm lucky. Let's do this. I've just remembered, I need to do the gamble. I can't do this without a gamble. It's because it's the wrong part of the evening. I thought, oh, I don't have to do a gamble. Yeah, I do. This is flipping qualifying. Here we go. Bit more chit-chat then. I'm going to give you 4 options and 2 minutes. Where will I qualify? There'll actually be more gambling this evening, right? Because we've got qualifying, we've got the sprint and the feature race. So we've got 3 opportunities to place your bets this evening. Can't believe I was going to just like start my qualifying lap without getting the gamba going. How rude. By the time I get this message out, we're already going to be halfway through. Place your bets. 4 options then. Where will I qualify? Will it be a top 5? That's what the team would like me to do. Will I be qualifying 6 to 10? Still in the top 10? All good. Or further back in the pack? 11 to 15, a place that I've spent a lot of time so far. Or right at the back, 16 to 20. 50 seconds left on the gamble. And Femboy is off to have some soup. Sounds delicious. Before you go, if you can let us know what soup that is, that'd be great. Anyone ever mentions they're going to have some food, we need to know what food it is. Very important. We've got 4 gamblers. 4 gamblers so far.
Anyway, how is your sex life?
Don't ask. We've got 2 people in on 6 to 10. 1 person on 11 to 15. 1 person on 16 to 20. 1 person on the top 5. That's interesting. That is a 2 times spicy kind of gamble. I like that. We've got someone in each of the brackets and a mix of points. So we could have someone win big or someone win a little. We'll see how that works out. Cheesy has let us know. Meat, chicken, and greens. A lack of cheese there. Don't know what to make of that, really. Okay. Gambles. Thank you. Now it's time for me to deliver. Not do liver or trying to fit that into some kind of soup anecdote or it's not going to work. Meat chicken. It's everyone's favourite. Meat chicken and greens. All right. I've got to get my head back into this. This is serious. Fast lap coming up. Let's go. DRS is open. Everything's turned up. Hot lap time. Big gap here. I need to close it. Oh, terrible, 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 terrible. Doing it again. Doing it again. Doing it again. Okay. Yes, mate. For real now. Let's go. Very slow on that section. Very slow. This is not a good lap. Woo! Fudge. I don't want a flashback. I want one lap. No mistakes. This is bad. Come on, man. No mistakes. No flashbacks. Just one all the way through. Come on. Let's get through this chicane. Bad exit.
With qualifying finished, it's time to remind ourselves of our top three: Leclerc, Verstappen and Sergio Perez. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
The exit of the chicane did it. A little scrappy, a little too wide. I was okay up until that point. If you forget about the other attempts that I did not complete. Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari, a 1:18.0. My fastest lap was in the 1:19s, right? And it's still in the 1:19s. Qualifying is at least out of the way now. So I don't have to worry about being like super crazy fast and on rails in quite the same way for the rest of the race weekend. But still, a 1:19.2 is a long way back. It's 9/10 of a second behind my teammate Lewis Hamilton, who qualified 5th. If there's any comfort to be had, I mean, it's that if you take the top 5 out of the equation, the next set of cars, Lando Norris, Fernando Alonso, Esteban Ocon, Daniel Ricciardo, myself, Mick Schumacher, Bottas, Pierre Gasly, all very close. All within like 4/10. Very close. In fact, if you look behind, Mick Schumacher and Valtteri Bottas, I should say, scored exactly the same time, a 1:19.272. That no doubt means Mick Schumacher scored his first, which is why he's ahead of Bottas in 12th. So, this is what happens next. We have a practice session, and then we have the sprint race. Qualifying, one-shot qualifying here, is determining the order that the cars will start in the sprint race. The finishing order of the sprint race will determine the starting order of the main race. I start 10th in the sprint. If I can move forward in the pack during that sprint race, then I'm giving myself a shot in the arm for a better finishing position in the main race. Points are available for the top 8 drivers in the sprint race and the top 10 drivers in the main race. So, I'm not far off grabbing some points. Fingers crossed. However, there's some more work to do in practice, including, if I can, to try and drive a little faster. Can I get myself into the 1 minute 18s? Probably, if I'm not going to be on soft tyres, probably not. But we can dream. Let's move on. Well, it's all good in the rivalry. As I beat Bottas on qualifying, we are now level. I get some acclaim for that. Very good. Right, what's he going to do? He looks at some paperwork. And he's doing typing. Does he pick up his tablet? He does. He's off for another poo. Or a tug. One or the other. While he does the same thing again, I should pay out on the prediction. Where will I qualify? It was 10th. So it's the 6 to 10 bracket. Why not both? Indeed, why not both? Treat yourself. It's not like he's got anything important to do. %50 of the wager went on 6 to 10. Which means Gillyfam, who put down 1,000, has won 1,984 engagements in return. Congratulations, Gillyfam. Recklessly put down 100 on a top 5 qualifying position. Bless you. But also my apologies. Amber Swan stuck down 10 for 11 to 15. It was close. It was close. And a Merry Dave, hello a Merry Dave, with a 16 to 20. Is he back? Is he back? Well, I mean, that had to be a P. Right? Because that was quite quick. Did you even wash your hands, though? I said, did you wash your hands? It's just... Lewis, he's ignoring me. Do his hands look clean? I don't know. This team, man. Practice 2. A little bit more practice program stuff. Now, while I'm here, do I get a penalty by swapping this back again?
Let's toss the ball around.
I don't have time, Denny. No penalty. Great. So we can go back to Gearbox 1. Recklessly here, saying his silence and refusal to acknowledge is the sign of guilt. I assume guilt. But he could be in a guild where he doesn't talk about that stuff. Either works. Okay, so practice Gearbox is back in the car. Practice 2, here we go. Of course we're going to do this. We've got race strategy to do. The Dirty Hands Guild. Yeah, see? Just...
The session has drawn to a close, so let's review our top 3. Perez, Verstappen and Skip.
Yes.
Sadly, time to say goodbye as free practice is over. However, we'll be back shortly for more Formula One action.
We certainly will. Practice 2. A couple of attempts at race. Was it race strategy? Or... Oh, it was, wasn't it? Does that mean I've not completed it properly? Oh no, my strategies are going to be all over the shop. Oh well. I don't think it's really going to matter. Now, don't let eyes deceive you here, because I was running around on mediums and hard tyres for a lot of that session, and I was kind of around 8th fastest myself. And then I saw that my rival Valtteri Bottas was faster than me, and I wasn't going to stand for it. So I put on a set of worn softs and dashed around that circuit as fast as I could and scored a 1:20.188. A little glory run there at the end to make me look better than I really am. But that is practice done. As many of the practice programs and stuff taken care of. I guess we'll see the stats on that in a minute. And then we'll be moving on to the sprint race and the Grand Prix. But practice is, thankfully, in the bag. Not bad. Actually scored more resource points. And some development boosts. It's going to give us some discounts. On various parts of the drivetrain. I'll clean your sector. Ooh, nice big jump on the driver claim. Almost to level 9. Come on then. Here we are. Oi, everyone! Watch Greasy Pete here. He's going to pick up his tablet. He's going to pick... Look. He's picked it up. He's going to touch his chin next. Watch. What? There. There he goes. He's touching his chin. Then he's going to stand up and walk away, right? Everyone, watch. See, look at it. There he goes. He's gonna take his little tablet. Yeah, you pretend you're not looking, Ian, but I know that you could just read them like a book. Let's look in the workstation. And a pre-race email from my engineer, Mark Priestley. Hi, Steve. We've all been putting in the legwork for months back at the factory. And I'm sure they use their hands and stuff as well. And throughout the weekend, but the only thing that really matters is today. Well, and tomorrow. Let's make all that effort worthwhile and make this another race to remember. Okay. I'll be supporting you as best I can from the wall. Which side? Inside or outside the wall? So, sprint. Let's... no rivalry information there. Right. Okay, gearbox. Ah, no. I should have changed it before the end of practice. Now I'm stuck with a dying gearbox. I did it at the wrong time. Now I have 72% wear on this gearbox when I could have gone for 11. And you can see there's a penalty. The car is now in park for makes after practice. I can't do it. I'm now gonna have to stay with worn gearbox. Flipping X. 72% wear and 2 races. That's bad. That's bad form there. Okay, so we're going. There I was thinking everything's going to be great. Fewer sets in total. Only soft compound can be used in qualifying. It's fine. Soft and medium in the sprint. Medium and hards in the race. It's all a mess. It's all a horrid mess. I'm now going to be running 2 races. What is this now? So we've got 43 laps coming up over 2 races with an old gearbox. I now have to hope that this will survive the pressure I'm going to be putting on it for the rest of the race weekend. Whoops. Hello?
So it is all about speed in today's sprint. Not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy. Who here today has the raw skill to take them to the top?
Oh well.
Don't worry about it.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who will start from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Perez, Sainz, Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Norris. Fernando Alonso, Ocon,
Skip is coming.
Ricciardo, and Skip.
Yeah, there he is.
Mick Schumacher, Bottas, Pierre Gasly, and Albon. Magnussen, Tsunoda, Guan Yu Zhou, and Sebastian Vettel. Stroll, and Nicholas Latifi. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We will soon find out.
You know what they say, love is blind.
Top commentary there from Tommy Wiseau. Well, how about that? Sprint race. What is our strategy? Well, I'm either out there on a medium or hard compound tyre. 11 laps, no pit stops in a sprint. Not if you can help it. The medium tyre is not as fast. You can see that on the dotted line, that it is nowhere near as fast in the early phase as the medium tyre. So it's almost a consistent 118s. Maybe the very high 117s. Whereas we'd be looking at low 117s up to 118s. But there is greater wear, which means later on in the race, of course, we start going, oh, I've got no grip, Bono, my tyres. However, if I want to push, also at the beginning of the race, if I have to defend, the medium tyres are the ones to lean on. So I think we'll probably stay with that. Let's get our prediction up and running. 5 minutes. We're going to play this rather conservatively, I think. I start the sprint race in 10th place. There is plenty of opportunity for me to fall backwards and not go forwards. So instead of going, oh, can I make the top 5? Can I finish in the top 8? No. Top 10. Can it be a top 10 finish? I start in 10th. Can I finish at that position or better? That's option 1. Option 2, I drop back a little bit, 11 to 14. Option 3, I fall back a lot, 15 to 20. Just under 4 minutes on the Gamba. A lot of people are in there with the top 10. They feel like I can hold station at the very least. Now, my starts have been terrible. Manual starts. I've yet to get the hang of it. I'm not great at the at kind of pulling away. That can play into things. And could do for a few more weeks yet until I really get the hang of it. So we've got that to think about as well. Okay, so I think apparently I have personalized and projected. I've just noticed this. It's marginal. Actually, personalized, I will be half a tenth faster. Slower on the hard tyres, faster on the mediums. Sure, okay, personalised, locking that in on the medium tyre. Yeah, you're all right. You're all right. We maintained some bro-like eye contact there, didn't we, eh? Everyone else conveniently hiding their eyes. So I can't actually see any of you. Got to appreciate this from Recklessly. If we try our best and we believe hard enough, anything is possible. If you have rich parents. Chat, have you ever tasted good soup? Have you ever had good soup? 2008. I was in France and I had proper French onion soup and it was fantastic. That was good soup. Very, very few times I would have opted while out and about to have a soup, right? The rest of my lifelong soup eating activities have been within the confines of my own home. Therefore, largely supermarket bought. I've not really ever made my own soup. So while they're largely just like fine, but not like, oh, really good. Giddy Fam had a really good tomato soup once. While off school sick, watching the flumps. Hey, that sounds all right to me, though. That sounds all right to me. I love a good mushroom soup, actually. If I could find like while out and about in a fancy place, like a proper fancy mushroom soup. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Anyway, chat, you are welcome to continue the soup conversation. I have a race to do. Our prediction window is closed. Everybody has gone in here on a top 10. So you're either winning your investment back or you're all broke. There is nothing in between. Tough stuff. Okay, we have the sprint race coming up. 11 laps, no pit stops, an opportunity maybe to gain places and hopefully not fall back. Let's see what happens. Formation lap first.
Okay, how was that pull away?
Not too bad.
More grip than that on the start, but we need to warm the tyres properly now. Make sure you get some heat into the brakes as well.
Will do.
Conditions look stable at the moment, no rain currently expected.
Okay, so for the next while, I'm not going to really be able to participate in chat. I have to keep my eyes on the road, you know. So if I don't respond straight away, my apologies. But I will check in as and when I can. Some heat in the brakes. Tyres are just about coming up to temperature. They could be a bit warmer. Here we go.
Okay, that's not an ideal placement in your grid slot. You're going to need a good launch at the race start.
Or a good lunch. Num 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 num. Okay, this is it. 11 lap sprint race from 10th on the grid. A terrible start. A terrible start. I stalled.
Okay, we might
Lost places.
on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power.
There we go. Gotta make some places back. Got a bit keen there, didn't I? Got a bit keen. Okay, here we go. Well, don't lose places. Down to 14th. Flipping heck, man. Come on. Yes! Ha ha ha! Oh, this is going to go well. Sprint races, eh? Do you know what? I'm going to start this race again. Jeez. Jesus. Okay, tricky pull away, a bit of wheel spin, but let's see how we do here. Yes! There's too much! There's too much happening. How do I pick a point to do it? From here, I guess. Yeah, yeah. Don't mess with me, you jerks. Warning for a collision, but I'm...
Okay, we're monitoring some wear on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power.
Alright. Back to 10th place. Now let's hold it together. What a calamity this has been.
Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward.
Crowded him out on the chicane. He's going to try and come back at me. Hold my line. Oof, this is spicy stuff. Other cars have better straight line speed than me. Hey! Whoa! Oh my god. 2 races of this. Who'd do this? Hey?
Okay, we're looking at some gearbox wear.
I know.
Keep the number of shifts to a minimum, please.
I'm not in control of that. Oh, shoot me in the face. Driver in front.
Gasly's ahead of you, and gap to the car in front is 1.4 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are just 1 lap old, and the time last lap was a 1:20.7.
Yellow flag. Gasly's retiring. His engine's gone. Okay, bye.
Green flag. Okay, some information on Gasly. They're retiring from the race.
11th place. I've got the Alfa Romeo right on my heels. '11th place. My ERS is drained, so I need to charge that back up. Although I do want to use it uphill. Mick Schumacher in the Haas is ahead. I need to pass him to get 10th place back. And for all of you people to get your engagements back.
Caution, caution.
We've still got yellow flag conditions. Is that Gasly on the side? No, can't see anything. Right, so it's all about closing in on Mick Schumacher.
Dropping back, we're seeing a gap starting to form.
Let's close in.
Okay, gap ahead is 2.0 seconds.
Green first sector. I'll take that. That gearbox, what a mistake. Still 2 seconds behind Mick.
We're currently trailing our teammate by 8.7 seconds.
So bad.
Are you all right? Engine off, engine off.
Tough day at the office. Keep an eye on fuel as well. Jesus, this is not going well. I've committed to this. I've committed to 22 race weekends for this. What have I done? Falling back from Mick Schumacher and Zhou Guanyu is catching. I need a lap or two of charging the battery before I can deploy overtake to try and defend. Oh. Full race update.
You've got 11th, that's 11th place. It's Schumacher ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 2.5 seconds. They're on old mediums. Okay, Zhu's behind you now. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old mediums. Okay, gap to leader, 13.5 seconds. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. All right, 6 laps to go now.
Okay. The most I can do, I think, is defend. I'm not getting any closer to Schumacher ahead.
just 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Okay. Yeah, keep falling back on that straight. How do I catch up with Schumacher from here? This race was lost basically at the start. Well, I say lost. I wasn't going to win it, do you know what I mean? But like the ability to move forward was lost because of a poor start.
Okay, gap to the car ahead is 2.8 seconds.
You look beautiful today.
Can I kiss you?
No, Denny, you cannot.
We're catching the car ahead, well done, but be aware these tyres need to get us to the end of this race.
Oh, I took those corners so badly. Same issue there. Joe's catching.
Okay, be aware the grip levels are going to start falling away soon.
Oh, I'm very aware. Three seconds to Schumacher now. Blue shell would be great. Or a series of them. Wow, this is very hard. It's very, very hard. I'm gonna get past now. There's nothing I can do about it.
Come on, you can win that place back.
Where's the blue shell then? Give me my blue shell and I'll win it back. Whee! Fudge. He's already a second ahead of me. How do you propose I get that back?
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
Okay. Come on now. No! Oh no. So it was yeah, running wide there, wasn't it? Damn it. Better. Right, I'll get DRS on him.
Gap to your teammate ahead is 15.8 seconds.
Collision? When? That was it. I don't see me having another chance at picking up the gap. Oh crap! Sack. Nowhere near as close this lap. Such a shame.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining. And gap to the car in front is 2.0 seconds.
I'm doing everything I can to try and close the gap. But it's not happening.
You're pushing too hard. It's causing your gearbox to take increased wear. Just be careful.
The gearbox is dead, man. We're gonna have big troubles in the race. Jesus H.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Boo! Oh, nothing.
And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It was not the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. Let's move on to the constructors. With the sprint wrapped up, we now have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
God, forgive me. I am the fool. I'm fed up with this world.
Qualified 10th. Started 10th. Rough start, fell back. Got back up to 10th. Fell back to 12th. Gilly Fam. 5. Amber Swan. Recklessly and Femboy Cheesy. My apologies. It did not work out. It did not work out. Who's to say how much of an impact the ailing gearbox is having? The trouble with the sprint races, it's quite short. And you don't have pit strategies coming into play. You often are out there on one set of tyres. So you tend to only get a small handful of laps at the beginning to really go for anything. After that, you wait for numpties like me to make mistakes. Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari finishes a sprint race in first place and will be on pole position for the Grand Prix. Sergio Perez on the same row, front row, second place, with Max Verstappen and Carlos Sainz on row 2. My teammate Lewis Hamilton maintains a 5th. There's a reasonable amount of drivers there in the top 10 who have stayed where they are. I, however, have dropped 2 places and will be starting the Grand Prix from 12th. Small mercies, I do finish ahead of Bottas. But I'm really living to regret choosing racing with the Mercedes team. I should have gone lower down the order. I don't want to see how much I stuffed up, especially the beginning phase of that race, but it's what I do, so let's get it over and done with. Most positions would appear to have been maintained. Rough start for me there. So 13th, I dropped to 13th. A little bump there. Big gap in front of me already. So that's Mick Schumacher behind. So that's the chicane. Still on lap 1. Defending against Mick. This is where I lose the position as he takes the inside line. Battling with Gasly here as well, who manages to out-drag me, I think. So we've only just started lap 2. And both Schumacher and Gasly have got past. And I'm trying to hold the two Alfa Romeos behind me. God, it was so manic at the beginning. Always time for a slow-mo. Still on lap 2. Is this where I get out-dragged by Joe? Or do I run wide? What happens here? No, my line's okay. No, that's Gasly. Gasly retires, his engine gives out. My one opportunity. And it didn't quite work out. Zhou Guanyu stayed ahead. And Flipperneck, etc. 12th place will be where I start the Grand Prix. Sure, whatever. Here we are at the workstation. Hate to think what email I've received. No one said this isn't bumper cars at the fun fair. Not yet, anyway. Matter of time. Good luck today, says Mark. We've been flat out all weekend to make sure the car's in the best condition it can be. The rest is up to you. Oh dear. Whoops. Keep a cool head and pay attention to the space around you, especially on the opening couple of laps. There will be cars making unpredictable movements, so you'll need to anticipate that and be ready to react. One more thing, don't forget to drink. The car has a water bottle, so make sure to use it and stay hydrated. You know how hot it gets in there. Yeah, it's me being really angry with myself. So the engine, 57% here. MGUH, 58%. Turbocharger, 58%. Gearbox, 75. That is really on the edge of what I would want it to be working with in race conditions. Can't change it. We'll get a penalty. A worn gearbox is more likely to suffer from shift time and gear jamming faults. A gremlin like that could impact us in this race and make things even worse than they already are. Nothing else for us to do here, though, so let's get crack-a-lackin' this flippin' race. 32 laps. In your own time, gang. It's fine.
Hello there and welcome back to Imola, home circuit of the Scuderia Ferrari. We expect to see a lot of local supporters in red today.
Not now, Tommy.
For what we have every expectation will be a sensational event here at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. A lap of Imola, anti-clockwise of course, unlike most Formula One circuits, will take our drivers round 3.1 miles of track. 19 turns, 9 right-handers and 10 left. Drivers will need to be precise at the hairpin turn 7, given the subsequent uphill section. Without a good exit from that corner, they'll lose a lot of time on that stretch. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up
Skip
after
watch.
yesterday's exciting qualifying session.
Wow.
Fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Sainz, Hamilton,
Stop ganging up
Fernando
on
Alonso,
me!
and Norris, Ocon, Ricciardo, Mick Schumacher, and Guan Yu Zhou. Gip, Perez. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty.
Oh!
And Albon, Bottas, Tsunoda, Sebastian Vettel, and Lance Stroll. Latifi and Pierre Gasly picks up the final grid slot today. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. And I'm joined once again by Anthony Davidson to bring you the lowdown for today's race. Now, can I get your take on Max Verstappen? That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
Yes, other drivers, stop ganging up on me. Sergio Perez has taken a penalty, probably a technical penalty, has had to change a component somewhere in the powertrain, which means he's dropped down to 12th, and I've been promoted 1 spot to 11th. Such great gifts. Let's have a look at the race strategy and see if there's anything that can be done to rescue what has been a thoroughly average weekend so far. Well, here are the options. The default strategy, a 1-stopper starting on the medium tyres, so very much like how things have worked out in terms of the sprint. Doing the first phase on the mediums and then moving over to the hards. A classic strategy. The alternate strategy is an extra stop with the softs there on the first phase. I don't see that working out at all. That, for me, is a guarantee that I would fall even further back. Because even if I do get a good start and I somehow manage to get past a couple of cars, within a handful of laps, they'll be catching up to me. Because my soft tyres will be dropping off horrendously. The gamble, of course, is that as I fall out of phase with other drivers on their very likely single-stop strategy, that I'll be able to push on the other tyres, drive faster, and overtake them. The issue, however, is that the pit lane at the Imola circuit is crazy long. Taking additional pit stops hurt more. You know what? I'm not into it. The strategy there, if we move from projected to personalized, extends the stint on the mediums. But to me, that really doesn't seem like enough. Let's have a look at the default strategy. "42 minutes 5 seconds on projected." If we move this over to personalized, it's slower by 0.3. I will be faster on the hard tyre, but I will wear it out quicker. Not much difference on the medium. Anyway, personalized strategy. What else can I do? What else can I do? I can't see how... The most I can do is as I've approached this before, where when it comes close to the pit window, all I can do is call an audible if I think I would or would not have an advantage at pitting on lap 14. If I feel like it would be better to hold out for a lap or come in early or whatever, that's pretty much all I have at my disposal. Personalized strategy, one stopper. I think that has to be it. We will lock that in and step back out. It's gamble time. Third and final prediction of the evening. From 11th on the grid, with Sergio Perez bound to overtake me on that first lap. Where can I end up here? Let's see now. Slightly different layout, but 5 minutes for the Grand Prix coming up. Where will I finish? From 11th on the grid. Can I make it into the top 10 and score at least 1 point? Will I maintain position or drop back to 12th? And that's the story of the race. Will I drop back further, 13th to 16th? Or will I really super suck and end up right at the back, 17 to 20? 5 minutes you have there, or more closer to 4 now, you have for your prediction. And of course, we're building up to the main event, which also means also, yes. I'm tired, I guess. It's true. I have been up since 5:30 this morning because of real life Formula 1 and that debacle. So, yes, it would explain why I feel quite tired now, actually. Anyways, because we are building up to the main event, other things have been building up in my bladder. And it's time for the pre-race pee. And to be honest, I need some extra water. So a good, not with my piss, separate source for this. I'm going to take that break right now. Please place your bets if you have not done so. And when I come back, about 3/4 of an hour or so of probably a miserable race, eh? Okay, here we go. We are back. Thank you, everybody, for engaging with the prediction. We have 72% of the wager saying I can make it into the top 10. Hopeful as always, more anime thinking. 6% say I'll pretty much hold position and finish in either 11th or 12th. And 21% of the wager has gone on 13 to 16, which honestly feels like the most realistic outcome. We'll see how things go. Formation lap and the full race to come. Fingers crossed, everybody. Let's hope we can turn around what's been a bit of an awkward one. To be fair, let's get stuck in. Treated myself to a jelly baby for good luck. I hope it works. Okay, formation lap, let's go.
Right, let's get the car up to temperature on this lap, please. We're learning the gears, so let's go through them all if you can.
I would very much like to pass Guan Yu and Schumacher in the early phase of this race as revenge for the sprint race. His tyres are not warming up.
No rain expected. No rain expected for the time being.
Oh, I just can't get the hang of it. Less than a metre. All right, fewer cars behind than ahead. This is it. Good start. Right, let's hold this together. Perez, of course, being a cheeky son of a gun.
Okay, we're monitoring some wear on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power.
So, a very active first couple of corners.
Okay, we're looking at some gearbox wear, so try to keep the number of shifts to a minimum, please.
I'm going to be monstered by Perez. He is very much out of position.
Okay, Mark here, you're causing unnecessary wear to your transmission. Try to take it easy or we're going to risk losing it.
I'm trying to race, mate. I'm trying to race. I've made that mistake before and I'm making it again. Do not try and pass them there. Jeez. I was a very naughty boy on defending Perez, but I had to be vicious. It's all about the cars ahead.
Okay, you've lost access to one of the gears. We've lost one of the gears due to a fault in the gearbox.
Yeah, fifth. Yep, that'll probably drop in and out fifth gear.
Okay, Okay, bad news on the gearbox, I'm afraid. The team are trying everything they can think of, but they're not optimistic. Just keep at it, do your best, that's all we can ask. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Yep. I hope it comes back.
Okay, gap ahead is 1.5
Yeah,
seconds.
it's the gap behind that's more of a problem. Look at that. So much faster. Fifth is back.
Clear.
Fifth gear is back. Latifi has retired from the race. Uh-oh. Alright, let's go. I need to have a lap or two without ERS just so I can build some of that charge back up. Very clumsy trip through the chicane there. Right.
Yellow flag.
We got another retirement. Was it coming together? Wow, bullied by Magnussen. Absolutely bullied. And Schumacher is behind. %77% wear. And I'm burning through fuel. So some lift and coast is required. Ooh, that is ugly. Can I get DRS on Magnussen here? Yes.
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done.
Alright, okay. So, Still the same mistake on the second attempt, and it's actually worse that time. All right. Closing on Kevin. This means I can't do anything dumb. Like trying to overtake where it's actually not possible to do so. Just keep it clean and chase him down. Stay within 1 second so I can pick up the DRS. Nice. Nice. Here we go. Closing in. Won't get a pass, I don't think. Stay close. Still within a second. Mick Schumacher more than a second behind. More importantly, we're both closing up on the cars ahead here. Ooh, no thanks. Okay, still got DRS. But he has it too. Because he's picking it up from Ricardo. Nice, 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 nice. Look at this now, all closing up. Guan Yu looks to be holding everybody up here. So it could all kick off pretty soon. Pit window, I think, was lap 14. Here we go. DRS again.
We're currently trailing our teammate by 12.3 seconds.
What do you want me to do about that?
You're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Let's keep pushing.
Driver in front.
Okay, Magnussen ahead. Less than a second separates you. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 8 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap was a 1 minute 23.1. Okay, so you're gaining by 1/10 a lap.
Mick Schumacher is starting to close up. Whoops. Bomp. Right, let's get through this section. Pick it up from here. More DRS, hopefully.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
So we're all in a DRS train at the moment. But my lack of straight line speed is hurting here, as I keep falling back from the pack. I need to catch up with them again through the later phase of the lap. Although that was a pretty rough run of corners. Lap 10. Tyres seem okay at the moment. More DRS coming up. Fuel information.
There are 22 laps of fuel remaining.
Okay, now they're starting to battle ahead. But Schumacher is catching up with me behind. Big old pile of poo. Meow. Crunch. It's not going well, is it? All right. Still very much in the DRS train, though.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
Okay. Straight line speed of the Haas is scary. Close that gap so quick. Gap is extending ahead. That's it. Hold it together. Definitely a bigger gap now ahead. Tyres still kind of feel alright, even though they're wearing quite a lot. Here's the problem.
Front is a second a lap faster, 1 second.
Look at that, monstered. Absolutely monstered. So down to 13th. Bottas behind. Do I pit early? Box this lap.
Understood. Stopping this lap.
Yep. I'm pitting early. Gonna run long on the hard tyres. No other cars coming in at the moment. So this is a gamble. Maybe my only opportunity to make any positions. I screwed up my pit stop because I was not looking at what was going on. Let's get this timing properly. Because there's a prompt and I can't miss it. That's better.
That was a fantastic stop.
Thanks.
Faster than we were expecting.
Right, so the first car to pit, which puts me out 19th, the last car on track. Can I pull this back out? Put in some fast laps.
Pit strategy complete.
As fast as I can do.
Through to the end now.
Now these tyres are cold. Big gamble. Very bumpy. Hello, Nick. Okay, now cars are pitting. Now they're pitting. So this will change the order up ahead, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do much about my role in that. I thought they might stick at it a little bit longer. This is a very long pit lane, however. So who do I pass by pitting 1 lap before them? They're all coming out now.
Bottas is stopping now.
I've ended up 17th with Bottas ahead, so that's not worked out particularly well. Although Ricciardo must not have had a great stop. Full race update.
Lewis is in the pits now. You're in P17, P17. Bottas ahead. Our gap to the car in front is 1.7 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. That's Stroll behind you. Our gap behind is 2.8 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. That was our last stop. No more schedule.
Long way to go.
Let's go. Okay, 18 laps to go.
Yep, over half race distance still to go. On one set of tyres now. Hard compound. Most cars will be on it. Fuel is something to watch. th place with Yuki Tsunoda behind. Right. Tyres are in the window then. Now it's about trying to close the gap ahead. Driver in front.
Bottas is ahead of you now. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 2.0 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are just 1 lap old. Your last lap time was a 1:45.0.
Purple second sector. Fastest of anybody. I'm sure that won't stay that way, but it's a nice moment. Closing in on Bottas a little bit. That gap will extend again because of the straight line speed issue. Yep. Probably 3-4 tenths. Yeah, the gap is bigger now, isn't it? I'm doing the best I can. I'm outside of DRS. That's going to be very difficult.
Keep managing your tyres, manage your tyres.
I'll manage your tyres, son. I'm worried about fuel.
Gap to the car in front is 1.7 seconds.
It's not good, is it? It's not good. To close that gap only for it to extend on the start-finish straight. So getting within a second almost, then it extends. Don't think I'm gonna get it. Nope, didn't get it. So 0.7. Oh, Albon's pitting. That's me up to 14th then. .4 to Bottas. .2, then 1. Get a good drive out of here, try and close this gap, join the pack. We'll get DRS on this lap. Let's freaking go. Yes. Party time.
Well, what happened? Let me know you're okay.
Well, what I did was I crashed. Oh, God. Caught it on the gravel, I think. Let's have a look. Was it the gravel? Or did I just ride straight over the sausage curb and that was it? Kind of lost contact with the ground. That's going to do it, isn't it? Yep. There's no way back from that, is there? He's just a passenger now. All right. Need to stay within a second. Ideally, I want to get closer, lap on lap. Ooh, messy. Not enough. Not enough. Fart! No DRS this time.
Gap to your teammate ahead is 24.1 seconds.
What am I going to do with that information, Mark? .3 seconds now. This is bad. And Sonoda is Whee! Now I have to worry about Yuki Tsunoda. Just 2 laps ago, I was thinking, yay, I've joined the cars ahead. Now I'm having to defend from the car behind. Because I'm bad at driving. Right. It's going to take 2 laps of really good driving to close the gap ahead. If I don't make mistakes. What's that now? 2 seconds? Yeah. I'm going to get past. Here he comes.
The car behind is lapping faster than us by around a second a lap.
And there they go. That one's retired. Bye. Warn me all you like. Bottas is now 4 seconds ahead.
Caution, caution. Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead.
It's a retirement. I don't know who it is.
Green flag.
Oh, fudge buckets. %, wear on the gearbox. Fuel is in a bad way. Fuel information.
9 laps of fuel to go, 9 laps left. Okay, gap ahead is 4.2 seconds.
Driver behind.
Okay, Sonoda's behind you. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 0.9 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, their tyres are 7 laps old. And the time last lap was a 1 minute 24.4.
Very bad fuel situation. I've consumed too much. The fuel mix is now almost at 0, which means I won't have enough in the bag to finish the race. done so much pushing to drop back to 14th.
Okay, let's see if we can catch the car ahead. Gap currently 5 seconds.
What do you think I'm trying to do? It's just not working, that's all. .8, and then it'll extend along the start-finish straight. Yeah, back up to 5.
Turbochargers on its last legs. Let's try to keep mileage on it to a minimum.
Oh, shall I just finish the race now then? Whee! What do you want from me? Oh, I'm toast.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Okay, thank you. How about my contract with the team? How's that looking? Because I'd imagine they'd be pretty cheesed off with me right about now. Teammate status.
We're currently trailing our teammate by 32.7 seconds.
Speaking of the team.
On old hard tyres. They're in 4th. Time last lap was a 1:21.3.
Right, fuel's done. That's it.
Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left.
So now it's dropped into the red, the fuel mix, down on the bottom right-hand side. And to keep it in the green,
We're catching the car ahead. Well done, but be aware.
I'm
these
not.
guys need to get us to the end of this
I'm
race.
not catching the car ahead.
The car in front is 5.9 seconds.
You said 5 earlier, now it's 6. How's that catching? Mark, come back. Tell me. Answer my question. Can you maths?
Okay, this is Mark. Update on the car. The gearbox is damaged. Gearbox is damaged. You'll likely find gear changes slower than normal.
Big problem with the car. Big problem with the car. Big problem. Gonna have to retire if this carries on. Sounds like the gearbox is done to me. Yep. Can I retire?
Okay, the static over the radio. Say it again. Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Gonna have to retire the car.
Okay, information on Bottas. They've got an issue with their car. They're going to be slow.
So have I. We're car issue twins.
Blue flag. We're not racing the car behind. Let them pass when you can. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 21.5 seconds. Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
Do you think I'm finishing this race, Mark? The gearbox is done.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
Shut your face, mate. We're done. We're done. The car's done. I don't think there's an option. I don't think there is an option
They take the checkered flag then.
to actually pull in and go,
Standing Grand Prix.
stop the car.
Anthony Davidson, what help?
Who cares?
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They've performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team. And now let's take a look at the drivers' standings. Max Verstappen should be pleased with his performance, making gains at the top of the table. So let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for your driver of the day?
Well, you can't fault anything that Sergio Perez did out on the track today. He drove flawlessly, making him an easy pick.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. It was a tough race for our championship leaders who lose ground at the top of the table. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.
I wouldn't say elated at any of that. Difficult to know what could have been in the sprint race and in the Grand Prix itself had the correct gearbox been fitted by the time we were wrapping up second practice. Because having gearbox 1 at 70 to 75% wear before the sprint race had even begun sort of coloured how things were going to go. The sprint race just about held that together. The Grand Prix itself, we had problems very early on. First of all, we lost fifth gear for a brief period of time. And then, well, massive issues with the gearbox at the end. With many laps to go, there was no point finishing that race with the gearbox in that kind of state. No actual real option to say, I'm coming into the pits, that's me done. So we just had to retire from the session. With 3 laps until the end of the race, 18th place is where I end up. No one thought that would happen. Jury put 5,000 engagements on a top 10 finish. Rich T. Roo put 438 engagements on pretty much staying where I was, either in 11th or 12th. Gilly Fam, Amber Swan said, probably fall back a little bit, 13th to 16th. You all lose. You all lose. You all lose. I lose. You lose. We all lose.
Oh, hey, Johnny, what's up?
So, I was in a bit of trouble there. On lap 1, I had warnings for collisions with Esteban Ocon and Kevin Magnussen. On lap 22, I had a little coming together with Sonoda and I got a little telling off.
Oh, hi, Danny.
Max Verstappen comes out of that weekend with 31 points. Race winner. Let's have a look at the race results itself, and then we'll go back to look at the weekend's outcome. So, Max Verstappen starts second, finishes first. Charles Leclerc starts first, finishes second. Carlos Sainz and Lewis Hamilton remain in formation in the race itself. Sergio Perez, who, let's not forget, started alongside me. Made it to fifth from 12th, I should say. Lando Norris held position. Alonso dropped down 2. Ocon gained by 1. Kevin Magnussen did well, going from 13th up to 9th. But that was very much a race to forget. I don't think I get highlights, do I, for the race? No, I don't. That's actually fine by me. There is no restarting this race. It is 10:30. Wow, that was close. 4-3 on the rivalry. Puts me 1 ahead. 10 versus 9. Bugger all on driver acclaim there. I really didn't deserve any acclaim. Jesus. One or more fitted vehicle components have excessive wear. Can you guess what it is? We have a marketing department event to attend. Another issue needs to be resolved there. Okay, fine. I guess we'll see what that is in a moment. You will see we are on the 25th of April. On the 30th, we should have our powertrain upgrade confirmed. Then on the 2nd of May, the engine cover, central under tray and suspension geometry should hopefully, fingers crossed, all be successes. And then later on that same week will be the Miami Grand Prix. %84%. Might hold on to it for practice when we get to Miami. And then it's going to have to be taken out of rotation. That is very much an X gearbox. Turbocharger now at 64%. 63% for the MGU-H. 63% for the ICE. Things are looking rough. Okay, let's go to the marketing department and see what they want. Well, the last time we were there, the Department of Matching Hairstyles.
The marketing department has requested your input on this one.
So, introduce new merch or stick with current lines. The marketing team would like to add a new product to our driver merch store exclusively for the Miami Grand Prix. They want to know what type of item you would like to add to the range. There's a team balance of $50,000. Rain jacket is $100,000. How does that work? Our range is fine. We don't need new merch for the... Who's going Who's going to buy the merchandise of a driver who, in the last race, had a gearbox cack out on him and he finished 18th place? Ooh. I'll buy the loser's t-shirt. This is the American market they're talking about. They don't care. Ignore.
Well, thank you.
I handled that well. It also means that I've not invested any of the funds here because where is this now? Is it me? Is it? Yeah, driver perks, isn't it? It's my perk fund. They would have taken my perk fund for a flipping t-shirt that no one would have bought. We've got in aerodynamics and in powertrain normal morale. Morale has dropped. Durability and chassis has high morale. This is also the stage actually where I need to contemplate whether I invest in research and development now or wait until the outcome of the ones we've already got. Have we got anything unlocked? We've got gearbox reliability testing would be really good, wouldn't it? I can rush it, or I can wait. If I rush it, we increase the chance of failure. But it would be ready in time for the next race. Let's check the morale of durability, by the way. It's high. I feel like pushing them. Let's do it. Oh, and aero is the recommended one. So, gearbox durability increased. All gearbox components will wear at a reduced rate. Let's see what happens if we push them on this. I want this done in time for the next race. $1,617 development points left. Improved materials for the ICE. Not much else that we can actually do with the powertrain right now, but durability is something to consider. We have a whole bunch of aero updates due. Turbocharger durability increased. More resistant to wear. Or ICE durability. So the engine or the turbo. 581, 581. Let's go in on ICE. I'm not going to rush them on that. That can wait until Spain. I've stacked them with 2 upgrades. But we'll see. And tertiary wing flaps and aero. That can wait until Spain. Lot of upgrades. Should probably upgrade the driver, eh? Okay. Let's move time on and see what bits have and have not worked. Fuel injection system, done. Successful upgrades. Gearbox reliability has failed.
To come through, but some of them have failed quality control. We'll need to tell the team what to redevelop via the R&D screen.
They need to buck up their flipping ideas is what they need to do. Yeah, durability is now dropped here because I've given them stuff to do. Development of the upgrade has failed. Well, we tried. It'll be ready, with any luck, for Spain. So, a small bump in development. Other parts expected. In between the Miami Grand Prix and the Spanish Grand Prix. If successful, we're closing in on Ferrari and increasing our gap to several of the teams behind. You can see McLaren, Alpine and Haas all very close together. Alfa Romeo quite close there too, actually. They're just a little edge, just back just a little bit. The next race is in Miami. A circuit I have not driven at. It's a street circuit. Bits are narrow. I don't think it's going to go well. Just saying. Alright. It's poll time. You have 2 minutes to answer a very important question. You all have 1 vote each, and you can purchase additional votes with engagements. Here comes the poll. Takes too long to type all of this stuff in. It's been a rough start to the F1 season. Do I continue? Can with the development of the car and more confidence in its driver, can future races be more thrilling, more successful? Less than a minute left. It will be a very long season if it continues to be this difficult. I am tempted to stick at it for a bit. I want to see an improvement. Otherwise, I have to start thinking about the trade-off between the challenge I want to set myself on a not particularly popular game versus the entertainment value that's going to provide. So, the result, as you will see, is 50-50. There were 3 voters for yes and 2 voters for no. So there were more people uniquely voting for yes than for no. And then with the channel points on top of that, there may well have been some sabotage and or subterfuge going on to bring the poll to 50-50. I may not make this the only time I place this poll, right? I will do a health check on the status of the F1 streams with the great community at a future occasion. Based on the results of that poll, even though it's a 50-50, looking at the unique voters, it's 3-2. Which means F1 22 will continue next week. With round 5, the Miami Grand Prix. Basically set in the Hard Rock Cafe Stadium car park. Thank you, Quality Chip, for following at a very dramatic point in the stream where I asked my chat if I was to bin the game or not, basically. I'm having a crisis. But thank you for checking out the channel and following today. That is greatly appreciated. Let's bring the F1 portion to a close, shall we? That is it for this evening. A disappointing outcome to today's race weekend. Half decent practice. Qualifying, 10th. That was okay. Then things started to fall apart. Some of that comes down to the gearbox issue. Okay, that was bad. I handled the fitting and removing and then fitting of Gearbox 1 and Gearbox 2 robot arms very badly indeed. And I found myself in a situation where I was lumbered with a dead or close to dead gearbox at the most important part of the weekend. That's one problem. Problem 2 is that there is a massive straight on the Imola circuit. That start-finish straight is very, very long. And, well, when other cars have DRS and you don't, and even if you do have DRS and they have DRS, if they just happen to have better straight line speed than you, you're toast anyway. So there were occasions where I wasn't necessarily doing anything wrong, but I was getting past anyway. Will the Mercedes be better suited to the Miami circuit? We don't know. We'll have to find out. It's I haven't played it before. I don't know how this will shake down. One thing I do know, however, is that some new components have been fitted to the car, and I will definitely be having a fresher gearbox in that car. That will all be coming up next Sunday from 6 p.m. UK time. The Miami Grand Prix in F1 22. Dear God, I hope it's going to be a better one. I really do.
Don't worry.
I'm trying not to.